Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out at the range, going to do a little bit of shooting today. I brought out my two newest powder burner bring homes. Let's get these plugs out so I'm not yelling. But the one we're going to be doing in this video is my new Mossberg 640K. And I had talked about it the other day in my bring home video, and I said it was from the 50s or 60s, but I wanted to kind of clarify that. They didn't introduce 22 Magnum until 1959, so this gun is a first revision. It's a K, not a KA or B or C or whatever. So it would be a first revision, so probably right around 1959, 1960 is when this gun was made. I didn't put a scope on it yet. I wanted to try it out with open sights first. And I have shot a couple shots with it, and it's shooting a little high. Definitely going to need a scope. I plan on putting probably a Weaver K6 on here. I think a 6 power would be nice for a 22 Magnum. But I'll give you guys a little flyby on it first. It's really nice on this side. The cheek piece side is really nice. It's got all its original sights and everything. But there's the front sight. And it's got a couple of scratches back here. They're just finished scratches, but I think I can smooth those out with a little bit of steel wool and some of my Howard's Restore Finish. We'll do a little work on that down the road. But I have a splatterburst target at 50 yards. Probably pushing my luck with open sights here, but I've got the rear sight at its lowest setting, and I'm still hitting about 4 inches high at 50 yards. But let's go ahead and shoot a couple magazines, and we'll see how we're doing. So a couple people commented about how I didn't like the angle with it's dark. The sun's kind of over this way, the light. So I wanted to bring the camera back over to my left side here. But I moved the spotting scope out of the way for the start, but I'm going to move it so I can actually look through it while I'm shooting. Try to accommodate everybody, but let's see what we can do. So I am going to be aiming at the dot on the 6 o'clock position on that splatterburst, and I anticipate it's going to hit somewhere just above the center dot is where what I was seeing when I was practicing. I really do like this little spotting scope. Is just perfect for these, even for 100 yard. It's nice. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's hitting, well, probably 5 or 6 inches high, really. Like I said, I'm aiming right at the 6 o'clock dot, red dot on that splatterburst. But I was mostly just wanting to bring it out today to make sure everything worked, the firing pin was actually striking like it should and everything like that, and that it was actually doing anything. But yeah, stretching 50 yards with open sights for me is asking a lot. I would highly recommend not putting a whole lot of credence in these groups that I'm shooting today at 50 yards with open sights. The fact that I'm actually hitting the splatterburst at all is kind of impressive. My eyes are just horrible with these buckhorn sights like this, but let's go ahead and shoot another one. That's a fun gun to shoot for sure. I really need to go and get some more 22 mag ammo. All I got is this Winchester. It's Winchester Varmint HV 30 grain, and they're rated for 2250. So they're smoking right along for 22 Magnum. Normal 22, most CCIs are like 1850, 1950. But I also have some subsonic Winchester stuff, but figured I would want to. All right, well, I kept all 5 of those on the splatterburst, so that's saying something. We'll definitely get a scope mounted up on this guy. I know I got a couple of K4s and K6s back in the garage that need a home. I'm sure it'll do a lot better with that. I was gonna set up a camera at 100 yards. We got a gong here at this range, but it's spitting and sputtering rain. There's probably you can see some raindrops on the camera or on the target downrange right now. And my second downrange camera that I have is an older iPhone that's got a cracked lens on it, or glass on it, so I don't want to stick that one out in the rain. But yeah, I kept them all on the splatterburst. That's pretty impressive. So anyway, there you go. There is the first look, the first range trip with my Mossberg 640K. I did have another one of these a couple years ago, and like a dummy, I let it go. I sold it, but I found this one for a good price and decided to pick it up and have some more fun with it. I've already almost shot through a whole box of 22 mag here today, but not bad for open sights for 50 yards for me, for sure. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll get a scope on this one, and I'm sure it can do a lot better. Hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.